Welcome to Parallel Universe. She has spent decades being one of the most carefully private public figures in America. Every relationship, every personal detail, and every family moment guarded with the fierce intentionality of someone who grew up understanding exactly what public exposure costs. So when Chelsea Clinton finally decided to pull back the curtain and reveal the full story of the man she married, the world leaned in. And what she revealed about Marc Mezvinsky, who he is, where he came from, and why his face carries a recognition that most people cannot quite place, turned out to be far more compelling than anyone expected. Chelsea Clinton was born on February 27, 1980, in Little Rock, Arkansas. She grew up inside the White House, studied at Stanford and Oxford, built a career in global public health and philanthropy, and emerged as a genuinely accomplished woman entirely capable of commanding attention on her own terms. She married Marc Mezvinsky on July 31, 2010, in a ceremony so deliberately private that even the guest list felt like classified information. Here is the recognition that catches people off guard every single time. Marc Mezvinsky was born on December 15, 1977, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to Edward Mezvinsky and Marjorie Margolis, both former members of the United States Congress. His face carries the particular familiarity of someone who spent his childhood on the edges of American political television, appearing at fundraisers and campaign events in ways that lodged somewhere in the national memory without ever fully registering. When people see him today, the reaction is almost always the same. I know that face. Where do I know that face from? The answer goes deeper than television appearances. Marc and Chelsea first met as children at a Democratic Party retreat in the early 1990s, two teenagers navigating the specific strangeness of growing up with politically famous parents. They reconnected as adults, dated quietly for years, and built toward a marriage with the careful deliberateness of two people who understood exactly what the Clinton name would bring to any relationship they chose to make public. But the Mezvinsky family story carries a shadow that Chelsea has acknowledged with characteristic grace and without deflection. In 2002, Marc's father Edward was convicted on multiple fraud charges, cheating friends, colleagues, and family members out of millions through fraudulent investment schemes. He served 5 years in federal prison. Marc was in his mid-20s when it happened. He carried it quietly and without public complaint in ways that revealed a character shaped by genuinely hard circumstances. He built a career in investment banking, co-founded a hedge fund, and has maintained a privacy so complete that most Americans still know almost nothing about him despite his wife's extraordinary public profile. Together they have 3 children, Charlotte, Aiden, and Jasper. Chelsea revealed her husband to the world a long time ago. The world just never stopped long enough to actually see him.